Welcome to our 6th video of a series of 8 videos discussing the most common career mistakes by artists and how to fix them, offering you crucial career advice and inside information on how to be successful in the art world. If you haven't seen our previous videos of the series yet, stay tuned until the end of this video to click through and binge watch the entire series so far. As we have mentioned before, in art there are no rules, but in the art world there are numerous rules, unwritten rules that can make or break your career as an artist. It is our mission to empower you as an artist in the art world and share these unwritten rules, discussing the things you actually need to know, but nobody is telling you. As a result, we are pleased to present you our 6th video of this series, How to Create a Professional Artist Website. Today, having a professional artist website is absolutely crucial. Whenever a gallery director or collector would be interested in you, they Google you as an artist and they end up on your artist website, where they will decide if you are worth looking into or not. In this specific case, when it comes to the unwritten rules of the art world, there are very clear and specific rules when it comes to having artist websites. If you have a look at artist websites by successful, emerging and mid-career artists, excluding the established artists because for them there is an entirely different set of rules, then you will notice they all kind of look and feel the same. They all have the same pages, sometimes even the same design, and above all they follow the same archetypical structure for artist websites. The truth is, if you don't follow these rules and structure for artist websites, you will be written off as an amateur artist, and many galleries and collectors will lose interest in your profile and presentation online. Whereas on the other hand, if you do follow these rules, they will see that you know what you're doing and that you are presenting yourself in the right way as an artist. Let's start off with a few things you must avoid at all times. First and foremost, avoid unprofessional domain names. The domain name of your website simply needs to be your name or artist name. Don't have any visible ads of the free hosting platform on your site, nor in the domain name. Don't put the prices of your works online on your website. Be very discreet when it comes to your pricing, and certainly don't have a web shop for your works on your website. This might seem like a good strategy to make a few bucks in the short term, but in the long term this will be very harmful. Also, don't write about yourself in the first person. Have an art critic write a text about you, or use a text from a press release of an exhibition you participated in. Or write about yourself, but do it in the third person. Furthermore, don't write text or explain every single artwork on your website. This comes across as if you're trying too hard to sell yourself. And believe it or not, self-marketing is one of the most frowned upon things in the art world. Now, let's start with what a professional artist website should actually look like. Go for a very minimal overall look with a white background and a black or grey trendy font, such as Helvetica or Roboto. In fact, almost all artist websites follow this design, and with good reason. It simply works, and aiming to do something more experimental is taking an unnecessary risk. When it comes to creating art, anything is possible, and you should aim to stand out as much as possible. However, with artist websites, you need to be as professional as possible. Almost be a little bit elusive, formal, and have a high-end quality website marked by simplicity. There are only 3 must-have pages on an artist website: a selected works page, a page with your artist resume, and a contact page. If you would browse through successful artist websites, you will notice that all artists have these 3 specific pages. Many only have these 3 specific pages, which is a good thing. Other successful or more advanced artists might also have a press or text page on their website, in which they compile the text art critics have written about them in the past few years. However, you could also include this in your artist resume. Or they could also have a news page to stay posted on the upcoming shows and fairs they're participating in. But once again, this can also be included in your artist resume page. Publications or books is another possible page to have on your website, but of course, this is only for those advanced artists who actually have books published about them. And once again, you can also mention these publications in your artist resume. If you are a beginning artist or an emerging artist, it is best to keep it simple and just stick to the 3 aforementioned must-have pages. Now, to be more specific, let's start with the Selected Works page. This page is a selection of only your best artworks with their metadata. Don't try to show off everything you've done, because the good works will seemingly disappear in the sheer volume of works you're presenting. Kill your darlings and present a brief anthology of only your very best artworks. You can organize your works chronologically, per series or per medium. Here there is of course a little bit more flexibility, as every artist's oeuvre has a very different coherence. Further, with these Selected Works pages, it is very important to mention the following metadata with every image or artwork. You must mention the title, the year in which it was made, the medium and the surface, and also the dimensions of your artwork. Make sure to provide high-quality photographs of your works and present them either in an installation shot or simply cropped. Don't add too many pictures of a single artwork, otherwise, once again, it feels as if you're too eager and are trying too hard. Up next, the page with your artist resume. This page can be called Info, About, CV, Biography, or simply Artist Resume. This page can contain a small text about you, but the most important thing is of course to present here your artist resume. This is an anthology of factual information and is a guideline for the visitor to know who you are and what you've done so far. With artist resumes, there is also a must-follow structure. If you would visit successful artist resumes, or the artist resumes of artists on serious art gallery websites, you will identify the following structure: year of birth, location of birth, where they are currently working and residing, their education or training, their exhibition history, collections, awards, publications, residencies, grants, and if it's relevant, some professional experience, as, for instance, a curator or speaker. If you don't have much to write about at this very moment on your artist resume, that's absolutely fine. But write down what you have or what is coming up in the future. A small artist resume is better than having no artist resume at all, because this is one of the first things gallery directors and collectors are looking for. Everybody started with a blank resume at some point, but as the years go by, it gets bigger and better. Then to conclude, there is the contact page. Contact pages should also be very simple and formal. Just simply create a page with an email address or a contact form to get in touch with you. That's it. That's how you can create your professional artist website. And by doing these things, if the time comes a collector or gallery director who is interested in you ends up on your website, they will look at your works seriously, instead of rolling their eyes when seeing an About Me text or a web shop before clicking away. By doing so, we increase your chances for success immediately and exponentially. Stay tuned for our next video in which we will share the next step to being a successful artist, building upon the previous videos as stepping stones. In fact, you can already read the other steps in our online article, which was the foundation for this video series, titled 8 Mistakes Artists Make and How to Fix Them. Or read our extensive article on how to succeed as an artist, everything you actually need to know. Also, feel free to have a look at our services for artists, and of course, we are looking forward to answering your questions in the comments below. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Make sure to watch our previous video of this series next, titled Must Avoid Art Galleries. Support us on Patreon and feel free to consider subscribing to stay posted on more contemporary art. Bye.